Alright, hello, welcome to the stream. I was almost considering not even doing the stream in the first place because I've been so damn tired today, but I decided I'm just gonna get it out of the way because Ruin is one of my favorite parts from the FNAF games, and I wanted to do it the proper justice by streaming the game's anniversary, which I will also try this year to be more consistent on streaming for the other games' anniversaries. No guarantees, because, well, I'm a busy person. Yesterday, I couldn't stream it because I had a whole bunch of shit going on. And today, I was tired all of today. Especially since I had to randomly wake up early to do some cleaning that ended up not even being important in the slightest. But that's just life. And life gives you lemons. And when life gives you those lemons, you beat people over the head with them, or whatever Humster says in the Humster movie. Yeah, there is also another reason I made this stream, by the way, which I will go into. Hello, the Digidog. Welcome to the stream. Also, Zanity, you wanna talk about LARPers? How about we talk about Phoenix over here? Okay, he said Fetch and Friends was made for the fans.
It was a joke.
How fucking stupid can one person be?
True Fetch and Friends
You're
fan.
talking to.
True Fetch
You
and
can
Friends.
tell.
True elite ball knowers know that Fetch and Friends was made for a person who ended up being very manipulative and tried to control the story later on after she left it. But that is a story for another time.
How do we tell him that he's an idiot?
I'm literally not. I know the exact reason why I made the series.
No, I meant like calling me a LARPer over a fucking joke.
Okay, sure, buddy. I call you a LARPer over everything at this point. That's the
For
entire
real.
joke.
Like I could be breathing, and then bro calls me a LARPer of life. Like, okay, bro, I can't breathe anymore.
LARP of life, bro. New ASIM coming soon.
Best Mason ever.
All
For
right,
real, better than Shattered Crimson.
sure, buddy.
I mean, to be fair, there's no progress,
Well,
and somehow that has more progress than the commission I have.
LARP of life also doesn't exist, so
Does he know?
I
no,
do
he
know.
doesn't.
Damn, Chad. I guess he isn't a fucking architect.
I actually am because I have the Backrooms movie. You don't, so that makes me an architect.
Oh, I don't.
I know where there's a chainsaw.
You heard them? I don't watch mid, so.
Well, yeah, I don't watch mid either. That's why I'm not watching Grubby and Friends.
Real.
Anyways, we are not playing Cut Content Restored. No, we are playing Ruin. And we're hoping the game
I don't know.
loads.
I'm hoping it doesn't, so you suffer.
I'm hoping it does, because I have something very important I need to talk about today.
Is it the meth lab you have under your bed?
No. It has something to do with the current state of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. That is the hint I will give.
Oh, you mean how like they're coping about how they showed a picture of sunglasses and they thought it was a teaser even though it isn't? And they're trying to
Yes.
cope with the fact there isn't any teasers for this year, so they decided let's call that a teaser for the next Five Nights at Freddy game, even though it isn't. So
Yeah,
the producer's gonna have
people
a fucking lifetime of content.
people are trying to say the sunglasses say Lally in the reflection. Like, it is truly that over.
They're just giving the Deucer content at this point. Or am I wrong?
To be fair, he's so cooked,
Gregory!
even he would think these are
Gregory?
leaks. And all the big
You
YouTubers
there?
think these are
I got your message.
freaking teasers. So I wouldn't be surprised if
Oh,
he
besides-
thought that too.
Gregory.
Well, to be
Producer.
fair, Markiplier has never covered like teaser type content. He just plays the games when they come out. I'm gonna make sure I have everything to low.
Why not medium?
Oh. I did not think that would restart the game, but okay. At least hopefully it'll run better.
Oh no, bro's about to lose all of his progress.
Yes, all of the progress of watching the intro cutscene. It is truly over.
Oh, boo hoo! It's a sad day for us all.
It's a sad day for us all. I have to watch the 30-second intro cutscene again. How sad.
We're dead.
You know what's even? You know what else has more progress than the commission? Yes.
The next Fetch and Friends episode.
That too, but you don't know what else?
The
Dungeons and
Bella
Dragons session we were supposed to do.
the Bella move. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to leak that. Fuck.
Nah, but it's called the Dungeons and Dragons session we were supposed to do, and I totally didn't lost that D20 I had.
Okay, Bella, you're fine. This dog, I swear, whines about everything.
If at any point we do want to skip the D&D, I can ping Soul. It takes like 2 seconds to get him on the thing.
Yeah, but like we have to get Gem in there, and Gem is being bummicked at his prime, so
How am I being bum? Because I'm actually streaming for once.
To be honest.
Hey, Bella. Hey, Bella.
I want the go. I want Alex. Fuck Bella. I want the go Alex.
Well, too bad. You got
Trying to
Bella.
figure out how to.
No, I want Alex. 'Cause unlike Bella, he's actually a 2-time hitter. So yeah, fuck you.
Didn't he get mad at me for shit talking 2-time?
No, he got mad at you for shit talking Forsaken in general.
Gregory. Gregory.
I don't think he
You
gave a
there?
shit about 2-time.
I got your message.
Alright, girl. Alright, you can go back on the
Gregory,
bed and whine
are
about
you
whatever you're
there?
whining about. Even though it's not even that dark out
yeah.
yet.
Yeah, watch it go. Watch Bella go. Go back to his. Or watch Jem's mom go call him to bring Bella back to his room the next 10 minutes.
Okay, we're gonna hope this works. I'm running on OBS and I'm running on the lowest graphics possible. It should not crash.
I'm hoping it does, just so you don't play this game. So I can just have the right to say you clickbaited.
Technically, I'm playing the game. I'm in the game right now, so technically I'm playing it.
Damn it!
I don't get it. Why would Gregory tell me to come to this old place and then not be here?
No. Not out of video memory. The opposite
What
of
is
out of
that?
video
Out of
memory.
video memory.
Maybe if I get up there, I can see better.
That is game. Out of video memory to associate rendering resolution of music video card as minimum required memory. Try lowering the resolution or
Okay.
closing other applications that are running.
So I'm just going to stop screen sharing.
Aww.
We will not be able to screen share this game. It is truly over. Yes, I have played Ruin before. I've played
He
it
milks
many.
this shit for all it's worth.
That's Security Breach, not Ruin. I only play Ruin on the anniversary.
It's technically still DLC for the game, so it still counts.
Yeah, but I'm not milking the DLC. I'm milking the base game. Therefore, no, stupid.
He calls me stupid, chat. Get a load of this guy. How do we tell him?
Does he know that Ruin is basically its own game at this point? It's that separate from Security Breach.
No, dumbass.
Then why does Ruin feel so different, not only story, but also gameplay-wise, from base Security Breach?
Maybe because one, you have bitch ass Freddy to hide in this game mode you don't.
And also maybe it's because one game it just lets you do whatever you want. The other game it gives you a linear path to choose.
No.
I honestly believe it does, but Ruin does have a lot of issues in itself, mostly continuity errors.
That and
Like how
X is being
like how Gregory and Cassie should be way older in this game, given the state the Pizzaplex is in. But yet they're the same age they are in. But yet Gregory's the same age he is in Security Breach. And Cassie should definitely be older, if her and Gregory are supposed to be the same age.
Wait, hold on. How many? So Ruin takes place how many blinks later?
Gregory? Gregory?
That isn't
You
telling me
there?
how many years later
I
it
got
takes
your
place
message.
in months.
I think both of
You
them.
tell-
I think both of them are like 10 or
Gregory,
11 in this
Are you
game.
there?
When realistically, Gregory would have been like 10 or 11 in base Security Breach, and this takes place at the very minimum 2 years later.
So he should be 12.
I don't get it. Why would Gregory tell me to come
So
to this
Gregory
old place
should be
and
12.
then not be here?
At the youngest, at
What
least.
is that? Maybe if I get up there, I can see better.
Yeah, so I
And
just
how many years older is that?
Hey, amigos.
can't screen share. Also, is that Weezer?
Yeah, I'm sick.
Dang.
I correct. I guessed it. I think it's just a cold, though. Yeah, back.
Alright.
Weezer has died.
Bro, cough, and fucking evaporated. Pick up the stuff right there, and I'll
But yeah, don't be surprised, by the way, if I just pass out in the middle of this stream. Because I am tired as hell.
If it's Michael's newspaper, if it's someone else to put in there.
I don't think the newspapers actually have anything on them.
Jam, when are you gonna 100% Secret of the Mimic?
Well, I mean, first I have to finish the VR playthrough. Then I have to actually do a playthrough of New Game Plus.
What does New Game Plus even do?
It allows you to get more collectibles. Which can get you towards the ending where you calm the Mimic down in the FNAF 4 bedroom.
That's everything. Like if it's like stuff like these.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
think these
cloth-
newspapers really say much of anything. They just have, like, barely visible text.
Then read what's barely visible. Boom.
Oh, did I say barely visible. I meant not at all visible.
He just doesn't want to read chat.
It just says Pizzaplex
He's
destroyed, news temporarily closed, whatever
Pizza
that
Pete.
says. And then earthquake shakes Pizzaplex. And then all that.
What I'm doing? Mango, mango, mango.
Mango?
Did you know that
Yeah,
Jem likes
yeah.
Grandma?
I do not.
Jem, you don't like Grandma, but last night you told me you would.
She took it to
Yeah, but I mean,
No.
an earthquake doesn't really prove a time frame.
Really?
Yeah,
It's just a
fair.
natural disaster. That can happen.
Yeah, fair though. That is definitely a cover up for the sinkhole, I feel like.
The random sinkhole that's just there.
A sinkhole that's been there. Okay, that doesn't scare me. I've experienced that like 100 times already. Come on, Staffbot. I know you're gonna activate. Come on. There you go.
There goes someone.
Weezer.
Did you know that in 1952, young Jet decided
Gregory?
to storm the beaches of
I got
Normandy?
your message. Where are you?
This is very true information.
Hey, guess what ended in
was there with him.
1989?
I was there with him. Me and Jem both stormed the beaches of Normandy.
Real.
Like,
Oh,
Jem,
so
remember
that was
one
you
time
guys.
where- Remember that one time where Echo shot at us with a cannon for some reason? I don't know why she did that.
I just wanted to play with the cannon, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
But why were you siding with the Germans?
I was just playing with the cannon. I didn't care who I hit. For all I could have cared, I could have hit myself.
I'm not even close.
Remember that, Jem? Where she almost shot us with a cannon?
Oh yes, classic Echo moment.
Real, bro. That was not your theme. Yeah, that was not your theme. Sydney, I know that's not your ringtone.
You know what? You guys wouldn't let me play with the cannon on your
Man, I
side.
like looking at the black screen. The black screen's real good. Black screen, my favorite. Give me the damn phone, senor.
It's right here.
Hey, stupid. I don't have my glasses. This is Johnny.
Come here.
Mom said she'll be home before she gets here, so let's just hurry up and fight this shit.
I just told you, like, stuff like her stuff. Y'all want
Just
them?
hand me her shit and like,
Just pick it. Oh, I'm just trying to organize which is mine and which is theirs.
most of this shit
Whatever
is-
is theirs, just put it in the closet. I don't really know.
I like her character. I just hope that she survives in the next game. I just hope she survives in the next game and becomes the new Vanny,
okay.
basically.
I'm okay.
Because
Ooh,
she has absolutely every reason to do that after Gregory dropped the elevator on her.
I'm sorry, but it's too risky. Drops the entire fucking elevator. Over what? Releasing.
Chica?
Oh man,
What happened to you?
Honestly,
Oh.
valid crush.
Now, in the files, it was confirmed to be Gregory. Because whenever the mimic is
Okay.
talking as Gregory in that
Oh,
end cutscene,
I
it
know.
says Grimmick.
No, I know. No, I'm saying like.
I'm talking to
imagine
the person in
someone
chat.
Dropping the elevator. I know. Imagine getting a person dropping an elevator on you all because you released the mimic.
But yeah, no, the files confirmed it was Gregory.
A fast
And even if it wasn't,
Just like my
Gregory,
dad's.
that would still be interesting character motivations. Like imagine she thinks Gregory dropped the elevator on her, but he actually didn't, and he has to explain this to her.
Gregory. See that fence over there, Gregory? Going to the help Gregory.
There? You can make it see.
Throw him out.
That's alright. I don't know. It's still one.
Real, bro. It's gonna be so peak.
You know what it would be?
It's gonna be so peak, trust.
What's gonna be so cute?
The Fetch and Friends version of
Ending of
Ruin.
Fetch and Friends? Damn, yeah, I can't wait for Fetch to come on in and say, stop right there. And then all of Fetch's friends burst into the room together. We are Fetch friends.
Yes, that's gonna be the true Ruin episode. Oh yeah, I knew the. Oh yeah, I knew the Tangle was there. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool when someone appears in that two-part thing or whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Only real ones will understand.
Real.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting, and we hope you enjoyed the show.
I'm not leaking. I'm only giving obscure hints that only certain people will recognize.
I'm about to leak the biggest plot point right here and now, chat. Are you ready? Are you ready, chat? It is
What are you
revealed
doing?
that
Yeah, no, that's right. That
That is a
Ewok
mom
plushie
thing.
that I just showed is gonna be in Ruin, definitely. We're just gonna edit an Ewok plushie into the episode.
that I'm going to leak something very big. Trust.
And it's that Grubby
It
and
is
Friends is
revealed.
never coming out.
Oh my god, chat, let me leak my leak here. Alright. It is revealed that Fetch is into mommy ASMR the whole time after denying the allegation.
That is not a real leak, brother.
Oh, you want me to tell you a real leak? That I'm about to spoil the entire plot point right here.
Chapter 1, title screen.
The leak is, chat. The jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle. That's right, I said your favorite words, leaks. Jingle, jingle, jingle. That Fetch and Friends is going to have 6 seasons. Yeah. That's my leak there.
Oh my god, this is my favorite part of the DLC when we're just stuck on the title screen.
Why are we stuck on the title screen?
I am using a computer that I ironically bought to be able to run Security Breach.
My one question is, yeah, why are we trapped in the title screen?
I don't know, bro.
I think this is what happened when you called the Fetch and this is what happened when you called the Grubby and Friends mid. Yeah.
Damn.
This one is.
Damn, Ruin can't handle the truth. That's crazy.
I know, bro. It's sad. What's this?
Oh my god, I can't even close the game. It is that over. I can't even close the game.
Damn.
I had to just wait for that shit to crash on its own.
Oh, nah, chat. It wasn't like last year where he was actually able to run the game. How's it feel, Jen? You can no longer play Ruin because your PC can't handle the truth. So, how was your day, Echo?
I mean, to be
I
fair,
haven't.
though, Steel Wolf FNAF games can be good.
Why are we lying?
Keyword can.
Anything can be good. With enough of those special snacks that Jeremy will give you.
For real.
Because on launch, Secret of the Mimic was actually a good game, but then they ruined it with the VR port. Now it's borderline unplayable.
This is. You were so happy for it too. You were like, "Oh my god, yeah!" You were so happy when that VR port came out, and then now you're hating on it. Wow, you FNAF fans can't be grateful, can you?
I just said let's go. Fuck.
To be fair,
Wow,
I was never that excited for the PC VR port anyways, because the PS VR port was a buggy mess, and they barely communicated anything relating to that, so I didn't expect much going into the PC VR port.
my boy, when you even announced that they were doing a VR port, you were on that shit like fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I thought they were actually going to cook, and then they didn't, and then it was only PSVR on launch.
Chad, I'm telling you, FNAF fans can never be grateful.
Gee, thanks.
It's not that FNAF fans can never be grateful, it's that Steelwool can never lock in when they need to.
Kind of like,
Correct.
kind of like you.
No, I can lock in better than Steelwool.
Why is he lying, Chad?
Only reason
Locking in better than steel wool takes nothing.
Only reason I even cared about the VR port was because we were promised it, and it took a whole year for it to come out. This game was supposed to be VR on launch, and that was disappointing to most people that it wasn't. So I was hoping to experience the game the way it was intended to be played originally, just to be disappointed
A fast wrench.
multiple times over.
It's just like my dad's.
He's FNAF.
Yeah, but the series would have never ended at 6. Let's be honest. It's too much of a cash cow. It makes too much money. And when
Yeah, I know.
no, Fetch and Friends is ending at season 6. I don't know where you got the idea of Fetch and Friends not ending.
Oh, bro, but you told us we were going to like season 84, bro.
I never said anything about a season 84. That was all Xanity, bro.
Yeah, but isn't Xanity kind of like the co-owner? So it's making sense.
Oh my fucking god, I swear.
That his PC just might be ass.
Okay, I don't care what my mom says. I don't care what she says. I am getting a new PC first chance I get. I am done with this shit. I am seriously done with this shit. I am getting a new PC as soon as I get enough money to do it. Fuck getting a new car. I am not dealing with this bullshit. Game crashed again. All because I opened a door.
A door?
Fucking hate this piece of shit computer!
We've been telling you it was a piece of shit for God knows how long.
I've known it's a piece of shit!
Don't worry,
I don't know what you're on about with, oh, we've been telling you. Yeah, no shit. I've known.
Well, all this is just a big problem. All this is just a big problem.
Why not just upgrade your PC, bro?
Gee, I wish I could. Maybe if I wouldn't be fired without being told why, then maybe I could have enough money right now to get a new PC. And maybe if Jobs would actually hire me, I could get a new PC.
Yeah, I already told you.
Yes, without being told why.
So
Didn't
they
even
just fired you just for the fuck of it.
didn't even tell me what I could do to improve. They just fired me.
Isn't that like illegal?
No, so companies do not need to give any notice of what kind of reason they have behind termination, as long as it's not a discriminatory reason.
it might have been discriminatory.
Well, they can just say it wasn't, and
But look at Jem's face. Do you really think people would look at him and say, "Yeah, that's not. Yeah, firing him is not discriminatory"?
I don't know why you're making this about my looks, but okay.
I mean, to be fair, didn't you say that a guy that hated you worked there? Like one of their friends worked there?
Well, to be fair, I don't know if it was his friends. It could be because of the graphics driver. But I don't think I have the space to update my graphics driver.
Do you delete your fan games after you play them, or do you just keep them up?
I
This is
keep
the question I like to ask.
I keep them on my external drive. I've always done that.
I think that's why.
The external drive doesn't affect my PC performance. It's external for a reason.
Then what is affecting your PC?
I don't know.
being alive.
Making it run. That's making it run like a fucking baked potato.
I don't know.
It's running.
The fact that it is a baked potato.
I bet you this baked potato can't even run Doom chat.
Maybe the classic. I don't know about 2016 though. I could try and replace the cut content mod, or will remove it, but it's going to take a while to find the folder that I put the original security breach files in. But if that fixes it, then I guess I'll do it. It's not like I'll even be able to run this mod anyways.
Oh,
Five for a boil.
for a what?
For a boil.
Boil of what? 100 and
165. Clarify.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Don't have enough space to clear my graphics drivers. Of course I don't. Why would I? Why would I ever have storage space on this computer, even though I clear it out all the fucking time?
All this out.
I clear this shit out all the fucking time. I should have space. I should have more than space.
Bro should have an entire equilibrium of space over there.
And yet I don't, and it's bullshit.
How often do you clear out your PC?
Almost every fucking week at this point.
Like our things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of things, right? Yeah, I don't want to start saying shit. This picture is true because there's this. I think all of this is just like Good stuff, yeah.
This fuck ass PC, I swear.
When the PC's so ass it can't even run Doom.
When the PC is so ass it can't even run anything at this point.
That shit can't even run Roblox. It might be over.
Surprisingly, the only thing it fucking can run is Roblox. And that's honestly a curse in itself, because who wants to only play Roblox
For real.
for the rest of eternity?
Reminds me of that one image. Why can't it play? Why aren't you playing my game, dude? My PC only runs Roblox. That is gem right now.
I don't think I've ever heard of that video in my entire life.
It's a 2011. Wanting someone to play his game, but they can't because their PC can only run fucking Roblox.
You know, it's a simple solution, really. Just play Outcome.
Outcome memory.
Yeah, that game's alive, apparently. Still.
I think it's only getting one last update that I bet is going to be ass, and then boom. Because fun fact, people already knew the new killer before they even fucking announced it because of how much they spoiled.
Here's the thing, though. This isn't a Secret of the Mimic stream, so there would be no point in playing Secret of the Mimic.
For real. This is a FNAF ruin stream.
It would be like if I... It would be like if I said, hey guys, I'm streaming Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. Join now, and I played Chapter 5 instead. Just so I'm not losing these. Because I might need them for later thumbnails. Downloads. Okay, let's see if it finally wants to work. What could possibly be taking up so much storage space? I'm going to wait for it to load in all the gigabytes that are being taken up. Hi, Bella. There. Temporary files. There's temporary files? Well, currently I'm just doing what I can to clear my space. So that way I can update my drivers. And then once I do that, I can hopefully run the game at least a slight bit better.
I don't care. Worth it. I want my pasta.
What could possibly be in documents? I don't really care about any of those or Wondershare. What is Toplang? Has nothing. Media cache. I'm going to not delete that. I'm just going to get rid of Toplang. I don't think that has anything of importance. Saved games. What is ID software? Doom. I don't really care if my Doom save gets saved. Okay, maybe I care a little bit about Jedi Fallen Order. Because I have to finish that game one day. What the fuck do I have anything for Norton Lifelock? I don't even use Norton. Where's mod.io?
That was on my thing.
It's probably something I'm not going to use. I'm not using Norton. Microsoft. That is probably important stuff. What about Xbox games? I don't think I need... I don't think I'll need anything from Roblox. What is game save, though? I don't know. Do I even use the Minecraft launcher?
Fuck is that?
I don't think I have genuinely touched the Minecraft launcher in like a hot minute. Still only 4.23 gigabytes? Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. Size. Why is it? That is not sorting it by size. Why is it ascending? Well, I'm not sad, more annoyed, but right now I'm also tired. So, yeah. Okay, good for you. Don't care. I'm so tired. Yes, Echo is there.
Huh?
Soul asked if Echo is in the stream. Well, asked if you're in the stream. I don't know why I talked to you in the third person, but okay. Soul says he wants you to do the line. I don't know what the line is, but
I need someone to say something stupid and obvious.
Did you know that in 1942 World War II started?
I know that, Barbara!
Because my parents are asleep.
was that what you needed?
what do you think of the next of Steelbolt in 2027? I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if anything's happening with Steelbolt in 2027 at this point.
Hell, bro, I'd be surprised if the commission came out or the commission is finished before the next Steel Wolf thing.
It probably will be at this. I'm gonna be honest. I've kind of started to lose hope in Scott and Steelbolt. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh, I can't wait for the FNAF 3 movie.
Like the games are fine and all. It's just they don't do a good job at promoting the games. And that's why you have half the community thinking there's teasers when there's not. It's probably going to be Security Breach 2 though, or Ruin 2. I could more likely see it be called Ruin 2 if we're being honest. But they'll probably call it Security Breach 2. I just think Ruin 2 would make more sense cuz it's a continuation of Ruin's story. Or maybe Secret of the Mimic 2, who knows? Cuz it is about the Mimic after all. But yeah, I've kind of partially started to lose hope that anything's even coming at this point. With all the news about like games being canceled and the lack of teasers and communication which was promised, to the point that the community thinks that summer themed find the differences things are teasers. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for whatever's coming next. I just hope there is something coming next. And that's not just going to be like silently canceled or something, like most other FNAF projects have been recently. Oh my god. Why are you going to steal Echo? I don't think you can just steal whole people. The only reason I'm tired is because I was forced to wake up this morning really early to clean. But I do want to get through this stream at least. Turns out this cleaning didn't even have to be done. Like, it was completely unnecessary. Because said people you were supposed to clean for didn't even come to our house.
So bro did an entire Mexican deep cleaning for nothing.
Well, technically, she made me clean the backyard and mow when I was tired as fuck. So I wouldn't really call it a Mexican
Wow.
deep cleaning.
Ah, damn. Yes. Hear me out. Okay.
The water images of steel wool, what are you on about?
Yes. Mm,
Might you be referring to those things that everyone thinks they're teasers, but they're not?
might be. Anyway, what if we take Echo and sacrifice her to the blood god for you to get a better PC?
Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
We put a plush of two
Sacrifice.
time. We put a plush of two time as the sacrifice. We all start chanting with like fucking torches. Sacrifice.
I'm okay with this outcome.
Yeah, fuck two time. Fuck that guy. What do you think, Jen? Are you in on it?
I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out what I can put where.
We take two time and we sacrifice him to the blood god.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this feels like forgotten names and faces all over again. Except instead of being Leon Riskin, it's Steelwool that's doing this. Because last time fans mistook one of Leon Riskin's other projects for something FNAF related. This time they're just straight up mistaking a summer themed Twitter post, series of them, for a teaser. It just shows how starved for content people are. And it shows that Scott and Steele will need to lock in. That's what I will say. Like, this issue will not get resolved if they don't learn how to promote their games and communicate with the fandom. Like, they were doing decently with Secret of the Mimic PC VR and then just radio silence. Nothing. Just to go back to their usual anything but promoting their games bullcrap. Okay, so I think I know. Do I have at least enough to update my graphics drivers? Yeah, I get why they did Secret of the Mimic and the whole telling what happened before we get to a new game. But honestly, we don't need any more games in the past. Like security, like Secret of the Mimic was the only game we needed from the past of the franchise. I know people say they want a Fredbear's game, but we don't need a Fredbear's game. I'm gonna be real. Like,
Let's be real, chat.
the franchise has evolved so much past Fredbear's to the point a Fredbear's game isn't even really necessary. FNAF 4 is technically the closest we will ever get to a Fredbear's game. I remember Dako tried to suggest that the next Mega Cat game was going to be what was he tried to say? I think he tried to say it was going to be a Circus Baby's Pizza World game. Like, that makes no sense. Like, would it be cool to have a game set in Circus Baby's Pizza World, especially since the only place we've ever seen it is the graphic novel? Absolutely. However, Mega Cat has set a precedent so far to do games based on stories from the books. So realistically, their next game is going to be a fetch game. And you already know I'm going to be all over that when that releases. I don't know. What I do know is the best two options going forward for the franchise would be for Steelwool to not be involved in any capacity. Like, either hand the franchise to Nixon or hand it to Capcom. Either choice would be better. Either choice would be better than Scott and Steelwool running this. Yeah, Capcom, like the people behind the Resident Evil games. Peak series, by the way. I need to finish 2 remake and play 4 remake.
You know what, chat? Fuck you. Jeremy gets locked in the bathroom. Yeah, what is Jem gonna do? We're gonna send Jeremy into the back room.
We're gonna force him out of the back rooms.
No, can't do that.
I actually can because he's a main character, and he's needed.
Or what?
So therefore, he for the entire story. Therefore, he cannot be trapped in the back rooms for the entire story, or that would just be not only boring but unnecessary.
Unnecessary. Big funny.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. The second movie could have been so much better while keeping mostly everything the same. If they A didn't introduce Michael Afton, make him Jeremy Fitzgerald. B don't need Fetch and Friends to be involved in the movie universe. Fetch and Friends isn't going to help anything with the movie universe. I'm going to be honest.
Damn, it's that cooked. Not even the peak that his Fetcher friends can help it.
No, it would just be unnecessary. Like Fetch and Friends
But
is
to
a
be-
Fetch and Friends is a fan series. It wouldn't work within the movie universe.
But it'd be funny.
All right, so I don't know how much of it that caught. So just in case it didn't, just in case it missed like half of it. The only things the second movie would have needed to be good were make Henry Mike's dad. Don't introduce Michael Afton. Instead, have Freddie Carter be Jeremy Fitzgerald, and write Abby better.
What do you mean? We did something?
Everything else with the movie could have been kept the same. Just those three changes could have been made, and it would have been almost as good as the first movie. And
Even
also,
the addition of Circus Baby.
oh yeah, and also get Scott out of the writing chair as well. That's another thing. If Scott's writing was not anywhere near that second movie as well, it could have been peak cinema.
Why are we dissing Scott's writing, bro?
Because the second movie was ass.
But he wrote the first movie, and the
No, he
Outbreak
didn't.
did.
Someone else wrote the first movie. He wrote the second movie.
So what do you think? The third movie is just gonna be rated R now?
The third movie can't be rated R. This has already been established to be a PG-13 series.
Ooh.
And I think another problem with the second movie is they didn't take full advantage of the PG-13 rating like the first movie did. Like in the first movie, the animatronics actually killed people. In the second movie, there was no death. Like at all. Not a single person died in that second movie. Besides like
I mean,
Charlie in the
that's,
beginning.
Charlie
teacher?
and yeah, the teacher. I was gonna say the teacher.
His head
Okay.
exploded like a grape.
Okay, fair. But like if you were going to have the animatronics run wild on the town, might as well just have them go on a killing spree, right? Instead of them
Yeah.
being stopped right in time cuz action hero or whatever. I don't know. I just wish the second movie took as much advantage of the PG-13 rating as the first one did. And I really hope the third one pushes that rating to the extreme. It literally needs to.
Just to save the franchise.
Yeah, especially since FNAF 3 can't be a rated R movie because, well, I mean, FNAF is mostly a series enjoyed by kids. So I don't think Scott would realistically make the movies rated R. That was never going to happen, if we're being real.
You're saying we're never gonna get a peak FNAF rated R movie?
Here's the thing. It being rated R wouldn't make it peak. Like, the rating doesn't determine how good a movie is. What determines is the quality of the content in the movie and how they push that rating. Like, there's been PG-13 movies that have done more than the FNAF movies have done, and they're good movies. I can't name them off the top of... That's the thing I was about to get into. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I know for a fact they exist. Where's my security breach mods folder?
Chat, this entire stream is just fixing security breach live.
Would getting rid of cut content restored fix it? Like, just getting rid of cut content restored? Yeah, that's by far the most annoying thing of these movies.
They say this, it's for the fans, chat.
It's for the fans, guys.
That's why we made Fetch a fan. Chat.
Why is he lying?
It's a joke. That's right, chat. Gem made Fetcher Friends for the fan. Real.
The reason why Scott doesn't make a book series in the game continuity is because if he tries to do that, fans are going to complain because, oh, we don't want to have to read a book or watch a video of someone reading a book just to understand game lore. Like, I guarantee you, Tales was originally going to be canon, and then that didn't happen because fans complained. But if we're talking about the books themselves, the books can be hit or miss, alright? Because on one hand, you have stories like Fetch, Out of Stock, Into the Pit, and then on other hands, you have Bazgoo. Need I say more?
What is fast goo, bro?
Some weird goo that steals people's DNA or whatever. Although I will say that the Silver Eyes trilogy was goated, but I think the biggest mistake that trilogy made was making Charlie a robot, just because of what it did to the theory crafting space.
You could just carry it like all in one big.
People beep. Charlie's a robot.
Because like ever since Charlie was confirmed to be a robot, now everyone's a robot.
My name's Jeremy and I'm a robot. Yes. I'm here to terminate all of Fetcher and his friends.
I think realistically, we could have had a. Also, I think it was a shame that they didn't make Charlie in the Silver Eyes trilogy more of like a parallel to her game counterpart.
The puppet.
They could have connected her to the puppet, but instead they connected her to Circus Baby for whatever reason. And that was definitely a weird choice in my opinion. Like Circus Baby is cool and all, but like Game Charlie never had any baby, if we're being real.
That's what I was gonna say.
And especially since these games and books were being planned at the same time, it feels weird to just randomly connect a character you were going to connect to the puppet to Circus Baby. Just because, like, she's a new character and all.
But she's a new character, but some isn't. You know.
But like I still like the trilogy. There were just some weird choices that were made with it. And some that ruined the theory crafting space as a whole.
Oh yeah, Nate Kent online.
And don't even get me started on the Tales games debate. I'm honestly glad that Secret of the Mimic happened, because if Secret of the Mimic had not happened, we would have had this debate for so long, and then when it was inevitably confirmed that the books were in the game continuity, people would have complained to no end about it.
I don't want to read a book just to know game.
The only thing that I will take from the books and apply to the games is Didophobia, because that is actually interesting.
Huh?
So basically, it's the book's explanation for FNAF 4, where basically there's this nightmare gas that is the reason why the nightmares appear, instead of the other book's explanation of them being there via illusion discs.
Alright.
My least favorite theory that came from the books, and really from the Steelwool era in general, is that all of the previous games are just in-lore video games. That never made sense to me, because, like, it just feels like Dream Theory all again. And Scott didn't like Dream Theory because it felt lazy and uninspired.
What is
Definition of rage baiting, Danny. I know you fucking.
What is Dream Theory, Jen? Enlighten me.
Chica? What happened to you? You look awful.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's down there. There's no way. It's down there. Oh, now exactly.
Alright. The interactive novels. I mean, I will say, and this is my personal
A fast
opinion.
wrench. It's just like my dad's.
And this is based off what I've heard too. The Week Before is honestly like the only like actually good interactive novel, okay? Because like VIP was interesting to say the least. I feel like it can kind of be thrown out just because like it was a 10th anniversary gift. And then you had Return to the Pit, which was just weird because it was into the pit, but like half the endings ended with Pit Bonnie running over Oswald with a car. And then the one with Cassie and Gregory, at least from what I've heard, was just complete dog shit.
Bro drops the elevator. You released the man.
Yeah, that's what it was called. It was called Escape the Pizzaplex. Yeah, I heard that one was just straight dog shit. And it was like, it was basically like a nothing burger of a book, because nothing really happened in there. I think the basic plot was like, Glamrock Freddy and Gregory were like pranking Cassie or something. Or like tormenting her. I don't really remember. I mean, it's definitely not as weird as like half the endings being Oswald getting ran over by an agony rabbit, but you know, I'm pretty sure that one was just straight up a nothing burger. Like nothing happened in that book.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for visiting, and we hope you enjoyed the show.
Besides, like, giving us more evil Gregory, which, like, yeah, we already knew about evil Gregory. I mean, that's kind of been a confirmed fact for a while. We all knew Gregory used to be evil. Okay, can I finally get past the title card this time? Oh my god, yes, let's go! Come on, come on, come on, come on, please get me past the title screen. Yes, okay, okay. We're past the title screen.
Ow, my head. Where'd that freaky Monty thing go? I better find a way out before it comes back.
Honestly, I think if people really want something to scratch the Fredbear's itch, they should have an interactive novel that takes place in Fredbear's. Because, like, obviously, a Fredbear's game isn't needed, but it could work in the context of an interactive novel. Hold up, I'm gonna see what's going on with my graphics. Why are we turning it back to Ultra? What? I swear I just took it off of Ultra graphics. Why is it back on that? Yeah. Oh my god. I remember when those fake images were coming out for the Secret of the Mimic book series. And it was like something like the first one was like the Legend of Murray's Bog or something. I don't remember. God, I missed the Prime Secret of the Mimic games. Back when the game was actually playable.
Real.
Although I am kind of glad we didn't get a Secret of the Mimic book series, because I feel like that would have become a train wreck like the other story-based series that we got.
No.
Because like we would have gotten interesting stories, and then we would have gotten Phasgoo Part 2.
What's next? You're gonna tell me there was a book about someone wanting to get people pregnant?
Phasgoo Part 2, The Electric Boogaloo.
not the one funny reference.
Wow, fun stream. Yeah, wow, fun series. Maybe you should actually release an episode.
Chat, bro. Grubby and Friends to Electric Boogaloo.
There is not going to be a Grubby and Friends 2, bro. There's not even going to be a Grubby and Friends 1. How do I tell you? I'm going to keep making that joke until the first episode releases. Okay, the graphics are good this time. Alright.
Is bro able to screen share this?
Probably not.
Aww.
I still don't trust it. Edwin Murray, both games and books version. I like Edwin in the games. Now, Edwin in the books, I don't know too much about him. I just know in the original graphic novel for the Mimic, they tried to make him look like a 2020s e-boy or something. Oh my god. If you know the original art for the Mimic story, you know. He fucking made the guy who ran over David look like Andy Field.
Hi. Free mask. Please take a mask. Take a mask. take a mask.
At this point, Dispatch basically ran over David.
Thank you. Please enjoy.
Weird. It's not a Bonnie mask. Look at all the wires and stuff.
Sure.
Cool.
I remember that one scene you sent me where it's just, I don't know if it was Edwin or someone else, just with the most shocked face knowing the man running over Dave.
It was Dispatch, or well, as the real guy is called, Andy Field. I'm pretty sure for that graphic novel they even traced over scenes from a Batman comic. I don't remember.
A Batman comic?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure for the scene when Edwin was beating up the Mimic, they traced over a Batman comic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one.
I'm just waiting for you to cook some pasta.
Ow!
Okay, check. Can you double check if the thing is that he's like somewhat like off?
Yes,
Yeah, like what I mean by somewhat off, I mean like I would say like 60-70% of it.
So like if it's off all around but hard in the middle.
I mean, I guess.
Loud word man, with a smile, yes he can.
Well, I'm pretty sure most people.
What
pre-
are you still doing here?
I'm pretty sure most people agree on the fact that Cassie's dad gave her that mask. But most likely, if I had to say, the Mimic probably has something to do with that mask existing. And they're setting up Cassie to be the next Vanny.
You're telling me bro's gonna be the next.
What did Weezer say on Discord? Why did Weezer send "Did they clang" 20 times in my DMs?
I think he's asking if me and you fuck.
Did Edwin and the Mimic clang, though? That is the ultimate question.
Did they or did they not? Find out next time on Fetching Friends. Season 2.
Part 3. That's right, we're extending Season 2.
Real.
Oh, I already know that Easter egg. I'm not going to be doing that this time because I just want to get through the game.
I swear that doorway was blocked.
I'm just happy that we won against Godspeed.
So true.
Like, that's right, Chad. We beat the guy who doesn't shower.
Speaking of not showering, I have been very behind on that. I gotta work on that. I can't be like Godspeed, chat. It would be so over.
It's soft around it, but in the middle it's somewhat.
Actually, eat it or no?
Yeah, you can feel it.
What's that supposed to be?
It's an F. I forget something great. Batman.
I mean, yeah, I can do that, but I'm not going for... I'm just going for the main ending. Because like I said, I just want to get through this game. So that way I can get some sleep. Because I was technically supposed to play this a lot earlier, but I didn't.
That's right, Chad. He needs to get some nice rest for no particular reason. He just wants to go to bed.
Yeah, it's totally not like we were working on the Fetch and Friends map until like 4 a.m., almost 5 a.m., and then I had to wake up early today for cleaning that wasn't even required.
No, it's like somewhat like very soft on the edges, and then it gets harder in the middle.
Sure.
Yep.
And try to do it, and then things that go. That means yeah.
I don't know which ending I think is canon. Me personally, I lean more towards the elevator ending, especially with what it could do for Cassie's character in future entries. Like, if we're being honest, I don't think the scooper ending is gonna do much for her character in future games. Like, she's just gonna escape the Pizzaplex, and then that's it. Like, she doesn't get the Vanny arc that I'm hoping she gets in the next game.
I need your help. Gregory, I can hear you. You can hear me. Turn off all security. Turn it all off. Security? What are you talking about? None of this makes sense. Security knows. Find them and turn them all off. I can't get out until that happens. Gregory? Security?
Hey, Jem, wanna hear my song?
What the heck are those?
Sure, I guess. You know, here's the funny thing. What if we're both wrong and the actual canon ending ends up being the Brazil ending? What then?
Tell me when you're listening.
Alright, I am.
Go.
Nice.
Thank you. You like it?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, see ya.
Or what if it was all a lie and ruin never happened? Looking for a ruin that
What if-
doesn't exist.
Now, what if Maroon was just the friends we made along the way?
You know what? Even better question. What if Josh staying awake in the VC was the friends we made along the way?
Real.
Actually, that technically is, because that man is never staying awake in a VC. Here's the best way to piss off the fandom more. Reveal that none of these endings were actually canon, and the true canon ending was the burn trap ending. And that William Afton is actually back. And, you know, like, Secret of the Mimic, Ruin, all of that just never happened. And we're living in a fake version of the game's timeline. That would definitely piss off the fandom. For sure. Because people hated Burn Trap.
Stay away from that thing. It's sending out some sort of distress signal, and Monty is responding.
Personally, I like both eras. I just think Steelwool has been really bad with, like, marketing this era of the games. Because, like, half of the people in this fandom don't even know that Help Wanted 2 exists. Some don't even know that Secret of the Mimic exists. Like, if your core audience doesn't know that half of your games exist, that's already bad marketing. Like, the Scott era was cool and all. And the Steelwool era is also cool. The Steelwool era just has a marketing problem. And I think the biggest problem with the modern fandom is most people just think the Scott era is just in-game video games. Like, in-universe games. That's what they think the Scott era is now, and that just doesn't make sense in the slightest. I don't get why people can't just let the two different parts of the franchise both be simultaneously canon. Like, that just makes the most sense to me. Oh my god, back when I was playing Help Wanted 2, I had people asking me if I had early access to the game, even though I played it, like, a few days after release. Maybe, like, a week after release, even. And yet people were asking me if I had early access.
This is how you know marketing is so bad. When they think Gemgenic out of all people has early access.
Yeah. Like, if I had early access to Help Wanted 2, you would think I'd be under some kind of contract to, you know, not stream it, right? Like people, like, developers don't want their game to be leaked before it releases. So why would they just have someone stream it before it releases? So
But don't YouTubers just make videos of it
yeah,
when they have
YouTube's
early access?
yeah, YouTubers make videos about it. The only thing is they make those videos as soon as the game releases, like the exact second it releases.
No, not for one of them. So
Well, yeah, Fusion released his first Secret of the Mimic video early. I remember that. But that's Fusion.
that, and I think it was a Super Horrible Mike. That's the same thing.
How are you gonna have the king of FNAF not knowing about a FNAF game? That's the question. The person in chat is I guess asking how you feel about the sci-fi style the series has taken.
The signal was leading Monty to the cache. You got out of there just in time. You see it again. Keep your
Look in the camera. The door is
Oh,
open.
The inner front door is
Really?
open. You should be
Am I already in the out?
I'm guessing based on that he does not have an opinion on that. Based on the lack of response, I'm going to say Phoenix does not have an opinion on the sci-fi direction the franchise has taken.
What? Huh? What?
The person in chat was asking how you feel about the sci-fi direction the franchise has taken. Well, and technically referencing other people as well, but, like, you're the only one here, so...
Why am I involved? I only played the first 4 games.
Same guy who said he played all the games, by the way.
I'm joking, bro. But honestly, I really don't care. Like the fandom can raise their pitchforks. I don't give a shit. I honestly don't care. If the game is fun, then I will have a blast. But like, I don't care.
Yeah, like if the game
Anyway,
and story are good, I really don't care if it's like about ghost possessing animatronics or sci-fi. I do like how Secret of the Mimic went for like an approach of like combining the two, because you had the sci-fi elements of like the mimic and whatnot, and then you had the more paranormal elements with the white tiger. And that was honestly a really nice combination of the two directions that the franchise has taken. Oh, I just realized the data diver, the is it called the data diver? No, it's not called the data diver. It's the Phaz wrench. Oh my god. I like how the Phaz wrench says, like, the progress on the security nodes. I didn't even realize it until just now. God, look at me. I'm so unk. I'm confusing the data diver with the Phaz wrench. It might be over. I almost called it the Phaz diver. I was like, wait, no, that's from the FNAF add-on that we use for Fetch and Friends. Personally, I don't understand that sentiment. I think we should just let these games be games, you know? Like, who cares what kind of direction it's taking? As long as the gameplay and story are good, that's all that should matter. Like, nostalgia for stuff of the past should not be what carries someone's enjoyment of a series.
Sure it's done?
No,
Sure it's done?
it's a dead end.
on janitor life.
So she comes here, she comes to that one.
Find the camera is now activated.
Now what?
The camera is the way
She could have
forward.
done it. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you. It's cold, right? Like in the middle. Cold. But around it, it's like soft.
No, like is it soft on the
gone.
outside or what?
And the outside, yeah, I went like put in the middle.
No
like,
way. I walked through a big screen and now I'm in Superstar Daycare? No way this is real. That screen was there before I looked at the camera. I swear. Where are you? I'm in daycare. Is there a way out of here?
Get to the daycare theater. There's a way down to the catwalks. Should help you get to the raceway.
You know, I really hope we get an explanation for the AR world one day, because that's one of the most confusing things for me personally. Like, how does half of this shit work with the AR world? If we're talking about the games, I'd say the human characters are handled just fine, but when it comes to the movies, you know, I don't think Scott can write kids very well, but, you know, like, especially Abby in the movies can be, like, really poorly written at times. A lot of the time, actually.
I am trapped in a net! Reboot! We need to be whole!
You want me to reboot you? With this?
Lights on! Lights on! Turn generators on!
Find the generator. Find it. Turn on the lights. Hurry. He hates it. He hates the light. The daycare attendant
I even
hates
fucking
the
want
light.
it.
Yeah, Henry was definitely set up more through the books than anything. Crying Child doesn't even get a proper name.
Yeah, how could you forget, Jim? He does get a proper name. His name is the Crying Child.
No, I mean like an actual name. Like a human name. Not like a name for the character.
It's Sam. Trust.
It's like... It's basically comparable to, like, if we never learned that William Afton was the purple guy. We just had to call him Purple Guy the whole time. That's what I'm talking about here. I personally do think the most likely theory is that his name is David Afton. Just because it lines up, it not only does it line up with the puzzle, but it also lines up with Secret of the Mimic as well. Adam, that's a name I've never heard before. I mean, it's definitely an interesting take, but I think we have more... But honestly, if I'm being honest, I think we have more proof for his name to be like David or something. Like, I don't know where from that puzzle in the Ultimate Guide Adam could come from. That's the main problem with that name. Like, it is certainly a real person's name, but if the intended point is to get the crying child's name from the Ultimate Guide, specifically that puzzle, it makes sense to actually pull the name from that puzzle. In which case, our previous best guess was Evan, and that wasn't very good because it broke the rules of the puzzle. But, you know, people were coming up with Yvette, and obviously that's not a real name, so that's where they came up with, oh, the mirror is on the other side of the page, so we have to flip it to get Dave, or David. And in my personal opinion, that makes the most sense. It lines up with Secret of the Mimic, and it follows the rules of the puzzle itself.
Good. Now find the other generator.
Find it. Turn on the lights. We're in. Hates the light. Daycare attendant hates the light.
Yeah, he hates the light, I get it. I mean, that is an interesting way to come up with that name, but I do think the intended point was to use the word search or whatever it was in the Ultimate Guide to find the crying child's name.
Oh my god. Alright, let's do the thing. First. Right.
Like, I don't know if the intended way was like, oh, what if we just replace both C's with A? Hi, River. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Mrs. Afton absolutely does need some characterization.
Oh, you mean the irrelevant one? If we have no idea who bro is, but we just know it's...
I feel like that was probably the better part of MatPat's Ultimate Timeline, was actually giving her some lore within the story by having her be the new owner of Fazbear after all those years.
I said like cold, I meant like cold, but I didn't know like still frozen. Like, if I cook it like that, it's gonna melt and all the flavors gonna deteriorate. I mean, outside the like the round edges, yeah, I can get that. You gotta wait for a few minutes to watch.
To be fair, though, I think the Afton storyline is mostly done with. And I feel like that's honestly for the better. Like, they had their time in the story. I feel like we gotta give new characters time to shine now. Like, expand on them in the movies or whatever. I feel like that's the best way to go about them, is to expand on them in the movies. Since we're probably going to have them all in the movies anyways.
Happy birthday! Warning, warning! Child in danger! Safety mode active. Little girl, you can't be in here. It's dangerous. I need to clean up before we can open in the morning. Oh, this place will be flooded with kids. Come back soon and have a fabulous day. Thank you.
I fucking parry that.
I mean, the entire Emily storyline is just Charlie gets killed by William, and then Henry seeks revenge by burning Afton. That's basically all that story is, and that's all it really needs to be, if we're being honest.
Hey, there's another one of those signals. If it's anything like Monty Golf, it must lead to whatever's locking the theater.
Oh my god, I had it fucking close. Fucking stupid instruction.
That is a fair point. However, at this point, I feel like Sammy was just, like, a red herring to, like, try and allude to the fact that Charlie was kidnapped instead. Like, at this point, I don't even think Sammy truly existed. Okay, I don't think Charlie had, like, a twin brother that, because if we like remember, Afton said he kidnapped Charlie, not Sammy. So what if Sammy just never existed and it was a figment in Charlie's imagination and Afton just said that to mess with her? And then as for Mrs. Emily, I'm going to be honest, I don't think she'll ever get relevance. And I think that's the entire point of her character. Because, like, Henry got abandoned by his wife after he went crazy over Charlie's death. So, like, I feel like that's really all her storyline needs to be, if we're being honest. Also, Secret of the Mimic, while yes, it is still a good game, it's just, like, it's just unplayable now with the VR port. Because the VR port messed with the base game to the point it's unplayable. So it's not that it's a bad game. It's just a buggy mess right now, and it sucks. Because it used to be really well optimized, for the most part at least. But like, it seems like the VR port just threw all that out the window. I'll be back.
Oh my god. There we go. Look, that's how you do it. No damage. That's how you get P. Hold on. Your count? Yeah. Yes. It says it right there. You know. Why is there a timer? Oh yeah, this is so you prove how much you have to beat it. Why is there a timer there? See how far, how many, how far you can finish it.
Okay, I'm back. So I do feel like there was a specific reason that Fiona was given relevance over Mrs. Afton and Henry's
Oh, so that
wife.
bitch still goes into the driver's spot?
And I'd say because, like, both of their absences have a point in the story. Like, Henry's wife being just straight up leaving him is supposed to reflect his descent into madness. And I know I will get fried and flamed by like the entire fandom if I don't acknowledge this theory. So, William's wife being gone was likely due to him being abusive. Or she just straight up died. Like maybe he killed her after she found out about the experiments. But something happened to her, and that's why she's absent. Whereas Fiona and David dying are what caused Edwin to spiral into madness. Like how I see it, Fiona dying at Fall Fest and her relationship with Edwin being expanded on is very important to the story and relates to how Fazbear ended up stealing a whole bunch of Edwin's stuff after he died. Because if Fiona had just been like a background character and she just didn't die, like there would be no point. There would be no reason for the Mimic to exist. Then we wouldn't have a villain for the Steelwool era. Because the Mimic was created to replicate Fiona and then was repurposed into another one to mimic David when he died. So it makes sense for the Mimic story for Fiona to get as much relevance as she does, just like how it makes sense for Henry and William's stories for both of their wives to be absent in the story for the most part. Even though, if we're being real, they both should have gotten at least some mention. Even if they are absent in their, probably at this point, ex-husbands' lives. Like, it can be hard to tell, but everything in the story has a purpose. You just gotta look at it the right way. Now, when it comes to the movies, there was no purpose behind the second movie. It was just for the fans. Everything was done for the fans. There was legit no purpose behind the production of the movies. Or the second movie. They were just They were just doing shit just to do it at this point. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the second movie is that instead of letting Michael Afton be Michael Schmidt, or at least let Michael Schmidt be a Michael Afton counterpart, they just made Michael Afton a character as well. Like, it would have been more narratively compelling if his real name was Mike Emily, and he was basically just the movie version of Michael Afton, but instead of being William's son, he's Henry's son. That would have been more narratively comparative, or that would have been more narratively compelling, but no, for the fans. You see, I don't think Sammy would have worked in the movies. I think it should have been Jeremy Fitzgerald that Freddie Carter played. I'm gonna be honest. Because Sammy in himself, in his entirety, just feels like a red herring. To lead people away from the idea that Charlie was the one that was kidnapped, not Sammy. And plus, most people know Jeremy, anyways. If we're being honest, though, that is more likely. Jeremiah is probably just Jeremy in the movies. What? He wasn't even... That is bullshit. There's supposed to be a sound cue that plays whenever the rabbit is there. And that sound cue did not play until he appeared, and then the endo got me. What? Uh, uh.
Hey, there's another one of those signals. If it's anything like Monty Golf, it must lead to whatever's locking the theater.
What? That thing was nowhere near me, but okay. But you know what? By chance, have I ever mentioned how much I hate the endos?
Question. How much do you hate the Endo?
With a burning passion.
Some might say with a blazing passion. Ooh, got him.
They were annoying in Security Breach, and yes, they're less annoying in Ruin. But keyword less, they're still annoying. I don't get the whole sentiment of Secret of the Mimic being a Poppy Playtime clone. Like, just because it takes place in a factory, seriously? That's the only reason we can give for it being a supposed Poppy Playtime clone? Like that's literally what the modern sentiment with mascot horror is. If it takes place in a factory, it's immediately a Poppy Playtime clone. Like I already know Bendy in the Ink Factory is gonna get that same treatment, even though Poppy Playtime is technically a Bendy clone, if we're being real. What? No, I backed up. I backed up. No. No, fuck that endo, bro. Fuck that endo in particular. I don't understand. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand why people classify Hello Neighbor as mascot horror. Like, what is he mascot? What is he the mascot of? His house?
No, he's the mascot of the guy who lives next door.
Damn.
Yeah, like you don't know, like he's the guy living next door inside that mansion. He's the guy next door living in that haunted mansion, Jim. How could you not know this? It's basic Hello Neighbor lore.
He doesn't even live in a freaking house anymore at this point. He
Bro lives in a haunted mansion at this point.
No, at this point he's residing over a whole ass town.
Real.
Abandoned town, mind you. In a shitty demo, mind you.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Gem loved the Hello Neighbor 3 demo. Our
I did not.
favorite
I did.
thing in
I.
the whole wide world.
Why are we lying? Why are we lying?
What is that? It's a camera, Steve. Yes, it is. Look at it.
Did I? Hello? Did I just? I just glitched into the daycare theater somehow. I don't even know how I did it. Apparently, we just skipped an area by putting on the mask. Okay, I guess that's security breach for you.
It's Gregory.
I mean that checks out. I guess it's security breach. Why are we surprised? Oh my god. Freddy and Friends on tour. Alright, now we gotta go for the moon next. Oh my god. Will you please stop being a pain in the ass? Like, Fiona, we get it. You miss your husband. You don't have to be an asshole about it.
I'm stuck! Help!
We are 100% sure they're the same machine. There's no way that's not Fiona. Or F10 and 4.
This vent is creaky.
If Nexus and F10 and 4 are confirmed to be different machines, I will literally eat my sock on live stream. I'm not even joking. I mean, it makes the most sense, to be honest, for Nexus to be M1 and the actual Mimic to be M2. And then for Jeremy to be M3.
Where the fuck is Jeremy M3?
Because funny.
Bro, he pulls up in Petra Friends. I am M3.
You just got Humster? No. I am M3. Freddy
And then you
Fazbear?
got
No, I am M3.
Then you got Fetch pulling up.
What is M3?
Oh, you know, like the microwave. Microwave 3.
Oh, I think I saw that design before, actually.
There's no more track. I gotta get off this thing. It's not stopping.
I remember when people found the old scrapped model for the entity. That looked pretty cool. Although, in hindsight, I am kind of glad they scrapped it.
Cassie, where are you? Gregory, I made it to Catwalks. You said I could get to the raceway from here? Hold on. The schematics say there's a way to redirect the gondolas to the maintenance room. Deactivate the security node, then use the track controller. Gregory, you there? Of course not. So, security node and tracking controller. Whatever that is.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that design was objectively ugly. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it was not that great of a design. Yeah, it would have been scarier, but it just wouldn't have felt like FNAF, if we're being real. And then people would have really complained, "Oh, this isn't FNAF. This isn't FNAF." Like people did with Secret of the Mimic. But this time it would actually be a valid complaint, because, I mean, shit looks like it's from a whole different franchise. I'm gonna be honest. Shit looks like it could be like a Bendy character or something. Maybe I'm going a bit too far by saying it looks like it could be a Bendy character, but oh my god. Like, I definitely think that scrapped model is like a prime example of there is a such thing as being over-designed. Like, it would just feel out of place. Isn't the whole complaint about the Vivzy Pop style that they're under-designed? Like, they don't have enough unique colors going on, it's just a whole bunch of reds. I mean, like I can look at my Alistair and Vox U2s and also my Lucifer U2s. They look very much the same, just with like some slightly different color schemes going on.
Cassie, where are you? Gregory, I made it to Catwalks. You said I could get to the raceway from here? Hold on. The schematics say there's a way to redirect the gondolas to the maintenance room. Deactivate the security node, then use the track controller. Gregory, you there? Of course not. So, security node and tracking controller. Whatever that is.
Jem, how do I tell you?
Let me guess, he's not working on the commission.
That too, but you know what he said? You know what he told me?
What?
How the fuck do you know I was talking about car?
I just did.
The floor is all slippery.
Bro, I asked bro how was your day? He says, yo, Feeks. Yo, what's up?
It looks like
When
that
you're done
target
streaming with Jem, do you
headed to the
want to
raised
check playing
catwalk.
Animal Hospital together?
Oh, nah, bro, not mid. Not mid hospital, bro. It is so over.
Bro, I'm fried. I have to say yes, bro. Maybe. Maybe this is the way we could get the commission done if you think about it. Think about it. I could get the commission done this way.
Propose your idea for how you can get it done.
I can just tell him under one condition. He asks what? I want you finish the commission. Boom.
Fair point. Yeah. Although it does end up being confirmed that Fazbear basically stole all the stuff that Edwin was working on and claimed it for themselves. So I honestly wouldn't even be surprised if like Monty and his group was like something that Edwin was working on for someone else. Or a personal project of his, and then that got stolen by them. Kind of like how the White Tiger did in the books.
What the hell? That's what she.
Oh my god.
Jem, I'm pissed.
Why?
I'm pissed. They're bringing that bitch back.
Who are they bringing
Bitch who,
back?
the bitch who I was happy about who died, bringing her back.
They're bringing back White Lily Cookie?
They're bringing her back.
Damn. Must suck to have hate. Must suck to hold hatred towards her. Good thing I don't care about her, in the slightest. So I don't really care if she returns. To be fair, though, I think we all saw this coming. Like, she's a fan favorite character. There's no way they were just gonna permanently kill her off.
Damn it.
Like I said, though, good thing it doesn't affect me, though. I honestly could not give less of a shit if she lives or dies.
Why is he lying?
Why is he lying?
You are talking to the Divine One. I never lie.
Then why would you lie about me caring about White Lily Cookie when I don't? I simply hold no hatred nor care for her. She is just another
Why
character in the story.
you can only feel two things: love or hatred. There's no fucking in between.
There is, it's just called indifference.
No, it's called apathy.
Same thing. Now, if we want to talk about characters I actually do hold hatred towards, ooh, don't get me started.
Shadow Mode.
Yes, him and Custard Cookie the Third. Cause fuck that child. I hate that child with a burning passion.
King's blessing. Shut the fuck up.
I hope he dies in Timeline of Fate or something.
I don't even think he's relevant to his timeline of this.
Well, I hope they make him relevant just to kill him off.
I wish they'd kill off White Lily again. Why bring her back? She died for a reason.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's in the name, Timeline of Fate.
So what is the wife gonna return?
Puke. How did I get over here?
I mean, who knows, maybe.
I hope Caramel Arrow dies.
Well, you know what? I hope, in that case, I hope Eternal Sugar doesn't return.
For what, bro?
Because you're wishing death upon my favorite cookie. Therefore, I will wish death upon your favorite cookie.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
You know what? I wish death upon Custard Cookie the Third.
Finally, he's spitting facts. We all wish death upon Custard Cookie the Third.
On God, bro, annoying ass bitch.
Even though like most of the fandom sees him as a cute little kid that can't do anything wrong.
Nah, he's just a dumbass who doesn't know when to shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
But in
yeah, we're
the-
talking about Cookie Run Kingdom. But yeah, I get like Cassidy getting relevance. But Susie, what was the point in Susie specifically? Like, I feel like we could have gotten more on, like, Fritz or Jeremy. And no, not Jeremy the Night Guard. I mean the MCI victim. And not the VR tester either. There's like 50 different Jeremys in this franchise. I'm talking about the MCI victim, though. Or, I mean, even Gabriel could have gotten some development. Like, I don't understand why Susie specifically, out of all of them, needed important plot relevance when, like, I mean, you have Cassidy right there. That's realistically the only one you need to give relevance to. Like, personally, I say if you're going to give one MCI victim relevance, give them all relevance.
What happened to it?
Yeah, with my help. I updated Healthy with a signal jammer. That rabbit thing won't bother you anymore.
Alright, Grimmick. I feel like, ironically, the most developments all the ghost children are given are in the movie, the week before, and the graphic novels. And in the week before, I wouldn't even say they really give that much development, because all they're doing is, like, plotting an escape by charging their battery a whole bunch. Like, that feels like it's more reflective on, like, the animatronic characters, rather than the actual children possessing them. Even though technically it is the ghost kids making these plans. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it makes sense because the killer is the main villain. But at the same time, I wish we did know more about the victims as well. And, like, their specific motivations for each one of them. And especially what they were like beforehand. Yeah, because like they're trying to handle so much at once, and sometimes you just gotta focus on some things instead of trying to cram everything in. You gotta give certain plot points room to breathe, or they won't feel meaningful. Wasn't there something you could do down here? I don't remember. Damn, I guess you can't. Never mind. Like, I tried to get down there, but it's... Oh yeah, because you have to go through that. I forgot. Yeah, I remember seeing a mod where you could pick up his legs. Like, I understand why they have Cassie doing, like, having Vanny's mask, but I feel like the main thing that I have questions about, at least, is like how any of this stuff is even happening when you have the mask on. Like, is Cassie just genuinely on some very intense psychedelics, or like is she just straight up breaking reality here? Like, I think Ruin 2 should give, like, an explanation of how the AR world works. Because that's something I'm really interested to learn. I mean, probably.
closer.
How do you know? How are you doing any of this?
I'll explain it all when you get here. That thing is here again. I gotta hide. Save me, Cassie, please.
Vanessa should have definitely gotten more character. I feel like they're kind of doing her more justice in Ruin, at least, by like having her involved with Gregory and like potentially Gregory saving Cassie. Although, if we're being honest, the best interpretation of Vanessa is by far movie Vanessa. She has way more depth than her game counterpart ever will. I think after this section, I'm gonna head off for the night. Because I am really fighting the urge to stay awake. I'm really fighting the urge to fall asleep. And it is 12 a.m. And I should not have even been up this late, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, like, Vanessa should have absolutely gotten more going on with her character. It's a shame, because Vanny, in particular, had a lot of potential. Like, I remember back when, like, the security breach was being teased, and we had all, like, the reluctant followers stuff, and the glitch trap cult. All that was really cool, and I wish they leaned into that. I don't remember if the glitch trap cult was, like, a game theory thing. I really don't remember, but, like, they should have done a glitch trap cult. That was a missed opportunity. Like, imagine how cool it would be if, like, when you go into the deeper part of the pizza, like, the deeper parts of the Pizzaplex or whatever, like, you find multiple followers of Glitch Trap that you have to evade. That would have been cool. But we didn't even get that, because Vanessa herself didn't even get any characterization in the game. Okay, well, I guess she did get some characterization, but, like, barely any. If we're being so real.
Ow! 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 I got kicked out of the Vanny network. You said you got rid of that rabbit thing. What happened?
honestly, I have no idea why the Mimic would choose Baby. Like, it makes sense. It makes more sense, in my personal opinion, for the Mimic to choose Afton, because Afton was, like, basically the main villain of the story before. And, like, basically the main reason anything is even the way it is.
What is that stuff? Weird battery acid? There's no way I'm getting near that.
Although I do remember back when, like, back when Help Wanted 2 was being teased.
Gregory, are you there?
I do remember I had, like, a big theory that
That's
there would
my
be
voice.
something, like, there would be a glitch baby in that game as, like, the central villain. In hindsight, I was definitely way off with that.
Gregory, are you there?
Because, like, Glitch Baby would have made no sense. Like, in the slightest. Although I remember one of my friends tried to suggest that there wouldn't be any big villain in Help Wanted 2, and that it would just be like a set of minigames, and that honestly makes even less sense.
Finally. Bet I
Like,
can use
why
the
would
mask
there be a
again.
FNAF game without a story? Like, if there's a FNAF game, there kind of has to be a story to it, or it just wouldn't make sense. But, like, why would it even exist if there's no story? You know what I mean? Golden cupcake. Hello, let me take off the mask. Hello, hello, hello. No, Chica, no, you're not supposed to be here. I can't say much on Eleanor, because I never really got that into the Fright series. I just know she was the main villain of that. Ooh, yeah. These are super easy. They are Golden Freddy. I don't know. To me personally, it always made sense that Fazbear would come back. Like, Fazbear itself almost feels like a parallel to William in that way. Like, they always come back, you know?
That rabbit thing's back again! You said it was safe here.
I said it should be safe. It is not safe, and I am not wrong. Okay, so as long as I don't get too close to Nexus, I should be fine. Alright, star. Star, okay, then lightning bolt. What? I swear I hate this puzzle, bro. Oh, that's interesting. You got like the things floating around to determine which thing each server room is referencing. I like how Fazbear Entertainment is very similar to like Umbrella, where like it seems like no matter what you do, they'll always find some way to return. Like whether under new management or whatever, the company still always finds a way to return. That's something I personally like. It would be like if Disney just randomly disappeared one day. That would be weird. Why would Disney disappear one day? Fazbear feels like the same way, and like you're gonna have to try harder to get. You're gonna have to try really hard to get rid of them.
That rabbit thing's back again. You said it was safe here.
Alright. Star. Lightning bolt. Guitar. Now all I have to do is get away from the Nexus. Right, there you go. Right now, come on, Nexus. Let me leave. Let me leave. Let me leave. Let me leave. Please, let me leave. Please, let me leave. Alright. One thing that definitely makes that area easier is the fact that you can sort of reset the timer that the Nexus has if you get closer to it. I hope it dives more into him as a character, because Matthew Lillard's portrayal of William Afton is like probably the single most important or single most interesting character in the movie franchise.
You're not trying hard enough.
Poor Roxy.
Huh? Who's there? You can't hide from me. Gregory.
No! Gregory, run! Roxy's after you! Gregory, are you there?
Cassie, I'm okay. I found a spot to hide. Turn off the nodes in the salon to follow Roxy. Hurry! She's close.
Alright. And that is where I think I'm gonna leave it for now. That was certainly a fun stream of revisiting the game. And hopefully in part 2, I will actually be able to get more gameplay in, rather than trying to figure out how to fix the game. But yeah, that'll do it. Bye. I don't know why the stream's not ending.